Looks like I am now live. There we go. Excellent. We got some links tossed up for my Facebook and such. We will get started. So while I'm getting that set up, we'll be doing a new build today. Last night I really felt like I was flying through maybe a little bit too easily. So I'm gonna need to make things a little more interesting. Which I'll go over as soon as we get started. And should have the whole issue fixed with the echo on the my microphone. If you do happen to hear that, please let me know right away. Alright, so one of the things I'm going to change up, I'm going to switch to ranged. Because I have the gunman scarf, which kind of gave me the idea for doing this. Pretty lets you draw and fire the gun quicker, which I certainly do not have any issue with that. And keep it at infinite rounds. I want to save the high quality rounds, like for a boss or something. They can also be used for crafting. And I'm going to just do everything I can to increase my luck as high as it will go, because I believe luck factors into your ability to do critical hit damage. And I also have the critical ring. Yeah, there's not a lot that gives luck. The next time, yeah, there's a critical hit ring. So the next time I get back to the main area, I will. Ooh, that'll be interesting, because I won't be able to shoot straight down. Can't aim that as well as I thought I'd be able to. Alright, well, I was saying I was looking for a little bit more of a challenge. So we'll see how this goes. And where am I going, speaking of which? Okay, I remember where I'm at. If I remember, I cannot get up here yet. I need a double jump, so I have to head into this area up here. It's the only area I have not been able to reach yet, I believe. So I'm not super worried about the fact that the firearm does low damage, because I think I'll be able to get off enough critical hits to help make up for that. And also, I've been using the arrow shard. Did my game just freeze up? There we go. The arrow shard has been working really well for me for doing high damage, and I can actually use that for close-in work as well. And I say that based on the fact that if I hit someone with all four, all four rounds, then it will do a significant amount of damage. I also have the sword to help me out a little bit too. Yeah, like that. So, I have a good feeling this build will work out pretty well for me. And if it doesn't, well, it's not real death. Oh, that's cool. I can move it on it. Nice. Ow. Oh, I might have just really screwed myself. Alright. I'm glad they gave me a waystone because I might need to use that to get the hell out of here in a second. I am really hoping for a save spot or a teleport right now. That is the one downside to this particular setup. Okay. Is that Jeeble or is that someone else?
Is there something I can help you with, human?
Okay.
That aura about you. You're a vampire.
Shocking.
And what of it? Will you murder me for that alone? I've picked no quarrel with you. My name is Orlok Dracul, but you may call me OD. I oversee this library, Miss...
Yeah.
What up? I don't know if you saw or not, but I just found the new vampire friend, Orlok Dracul.
No, I did not see that.
I'm still talking to him, so I can wait for the stream to catch up. I'm also curious to see if I managed to fix that echo issue. I think I did.
Load up your stream here.
I'll give you a chance to get a drink.
Man, that guy looks like Alucard.
Just a little tiny bit. I thought it was Jeeble when I first walked in, and I kind of panicked because I have like hardly any health left.
Miriam,
I like the
am I permitted to take out
Simon
books from
Belmont there
this
at the bottom.
library of yours?
Yeah, I had a little bit of open space. Like, what am I going to put there?
Of course, Miriam. Although you would be my first human patron. The books here are magical tomes that impart power to their readers. As long as you are here...
Well, I don't
why
hear an
not
echo,
avail
but I
yourself
never heard an echo
of
before
their
either,
boons?
so...
Yeah, well. We'll assume it's good.
I finally took the coachman across the jump. I wanted to make sure I could do everything I could before I did that.
Oh, this is cool. I can borrow one book and it gives me a stat boost, so I can pick whatever I want.
Oh, and you keep it in your inventory or something like that, and it keeps your stat boost going?
Yeah, until I return it and trade up for something else. This has everything. It'll even buff resistances. Makes directional shards even stronger. Yeah, because my arrows need a buff. I think I'm gonna go with the luck boosting one because
I'll go with this.
I'm trying to do a crit hit build with the ranged attacks. Ow, I need a different character to get through there.
Oh, that is so awesome! Go back in there.
What? Did I miss something?
I don't know if you noticed this or not. Also, I'm getting weird lag. I don't know if that's you or if it's me.
I don't know.
But go back into the library room. Yeah. With Alucard's clone.
His cloak?
Go back into the room
He's-
with Alucard's clone.
He's sitting on an open shaft like the librarian
Yes.
in the Symphony of the Night.
Yes.
I did not notice that at first.
So there's obviously something hidden underneath him, and we're either gonna. It wasn't a double jump. A double jump was not sufficient to do that with in Symphony of the Night.
No,
So-
you had to have that. I can't remember what it was called, but basically it was like that power stomp thing.
Yeah.
Or if you're playing as Richter, his uppercut would do it too.
Oh, would it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that was angled though. It wasn't a straight up uppercut, was it?
Oh, you could sort of kind of steer it.
Okay.
I don't know how extensively you played with Richter, but I loved playing as Richter.
I almost never played Richter.
Oh,
any target?
I loved it.
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
I got a new hairstyle.
Work.
Oh, congrats. Fairy.
Have you learned
It took me
anything new?
forever to get the freaking
Here's
fairy
what I've
familiar.
turned up on the monsters.
Well, she's right here where I can go through a couple different doors. So
Yeah.
I can farm her.
I did the same thing last night.
Hey, there we go. Second kill.
Nice.
Take this!
So I had a hard time with the fairy, and you had a hard time with the sword.
Yeah.
Yeah, I basically figured I felt pretty OP last night, so I'll try something different. And this is gonna be a little bit challenging because you cannot aim down with a gun. You can only shoot like straight. You can't even aim up with it.
Can you crouch and shoot?
I can crouch, but I can't like aim like diagonal down or to like hit like the smaller enemies, like the toads and crap like that.
Take this! Oh, right. I need to find materials for Dominique's photography.
One of these days I'll actually find. Oh wait, there's a chair to sit in
Oh,
too.
right. I need to.
This for
That
taking
one?
this for taking selfies.
You've
Yeah.
sat down in that before based upon her dialogue.
Yeah, I guess I didn't realize it was a chair. I figured it was just
Dominique,
interacting with
I
the
found a gate that's
photography
locked
gear.
by what seems to be some kind of contraption.
The fairy's
Do you have any
familiar is also a
ideas how I
4%
might
drop
get
rate.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Where was it? I saw what looked like a train on the other side.
Oh yeah.
Well, I have
Does she
heard
do anything
tales of a demon
when you level her
train,
up, or
one so prestigious that only
She
a
has a
handful
ranged
of the
attack,
Brethren of the Dark
like a
may
magic
use
bolt,
it.
and there are healing potions you can pick up that only she can use. So if she's equipped, she'll heal you if you're like a critically low health, or you're flashing red and everything. Oh, she'll also point out
Brethren of the Dark?
secret walls and passages and stuff.
oh, that's
Oh,
kind of handy.
you know, vampires and the like. Vampires. Want to have a look at my wares? It might give you an idea.
So
What are you looking to buy?
what does that mean? She has the item I need, but she's not going to say what it is. I got to freaking guess and buy it.
What did she say?
She's talking about how hard it is to get in this one area because it's guarded by vampires and yada yada. But she said she might have an item that can help, and I should take a look at her wares. But she didn't say what the item might be. So I was like, oh, thanks for freaking nothing. Why don't you buy everything I have in stock? Maybe you'll get lucky. Yeah, I think I have just about everything that will boost health or luck already on. I think this is the highest I'm gonna get my luck stat. So what is? Oh, Waystones are only 100 gold. They're cheaper than I thought they were.
Mm-hmm. Ha!
What?
I got a second fairy shard now. So she's a grade 2. No. Yeah, she's a grade 2 familiar now.
I'm not sure what grade changing actually does.
Yeah, ranks and grades, I don't know.
Ranks, if you go talk to Johannes or whatever his name is, he actually will.
Thank you.
He actually can tell you like how to upgrade your shards, and it'll describe what in general what the upgrade will do, like longer duration of the power or more better range, more projectiles, whatever.
It's good to see. What are we transmuting this time?
I don't think I tried enhancing a. I don't think I tried enhancing a familiar. Can you?
Jeez,
Yeah.
a third shard for the fairy now.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I have one shard for the fairies. Okay, I need a sword fragment for upgrading my familiar. Ooh, I have a new familiar.
What'd you get?
Something called Dandelion. It looks like the Necronomicon.
An evil book.
Stop back often.
Yeah, I'll equip it if you want to see what it looks like. Whoa, that's interesting. Okay. Don't know what that did, but it seemed cool.
Another page in your story.
No, give him a try. Yeah, so I have, at the moment, the maximum amount of luck I'm going to get, which is... What does that show? 19. Plus I have that critical hit ring. So I know Steve said he was gonna be able to play tonight, but I don't know how his setup is, whether he'd be able to chat or not while he's doing that.
Piano.
So I can't get through there because that. I'm assuming that I'm gonna unlock Jeeble as an ally at some point because there's spots that it looks like only he can get into. At least based on the way he played in the first game.
Yeah, I'm also not sure about some of those really small areas. Like, you know, like getting into a bag or mist or something.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, I'm kind of guessing it's gonna be, How do I get back across that room? Well, Nike. I think I took a one-way trip. Yeah, I gotta fly or double jump or something.
Aw.
What?
Did you know you can play the piano?
Yeah,
Okay.
I could have
Nothing
sworn.
happened.
I could have sworn talked about that last night when I
We
was
were
streaming.
talking about the piano, but I wasn't paying attention to it. I sat down when I had the sword, but then I turned on the fairy and sat down again, and she sat down on the piano, and now Miriam's playing and the fairy's singing.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't have the free out when I did it. Yeah, I was kind of disappointed because I played like the entire song until it stopped. Ooh, boss battle. Oh shit.
Hell.
Shit.
Perfect for price.
I swear this thing was out in the first game. It is kicking my ass.
Oh, and I got an achievement, recital. For letting the fairy sing. Did you get that too?
No, I didn't. I didn't have the free out when I was there. I remember being disappointed. I'm like, I played the piano for an entire song and didn't get an achievement.
Okay, yeah. When you get back out there, whip out your fairy, and
Ow. Did you say whip the fairy?
whip it out.
I got my ass handed to me. Okay, back to my OP build. This experiment was a failure. It was fun, but it was a failure.
It was a learning experience.
Yes, that's what we're going with. Want that armor. I think everything else I'm okay with. And I want to go back to Bloodbringer. Yeah, I'm already at 30% completion of the map. And this is like the third boss. Excuse me. 4 if you want to count Zangetsu.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you count Zangetsu? Oh, wait a minute. I heard that voice. There's one of those damn cursed women down here somewhere. Those things. I finally killed one. I hate them so much.
Son of a... There we go. That was cool to sort of get like a final fuck you. Double jump.
Oh, he gives you double jump?
Yep.
Okay, that's good to know. Where are you on the map? Where is that boss fight?
That boss fight is over here. You gotta get to the top of the clock tower, which is this thing, and then go across the top of the library, and it's over here.
Okay. Okay, here's the map.
No, don't let me pull my map up
Okay.
again.
Okay, I can kind of see... Okay, so I think I'm in the general vicinity of that then.
Ooh. I actually had some drop frames already. That lag might have been on my end that you were talking about earlier.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty regular. Like every maybe 5 or 6 seconds or so, it pauses for a second.
Huh. That's odd. I don't have anything else going on that should be sucking bandwidth. What did this say again? I forgot. Temporarily increases stats. Interesting. My sword is trying to attack the spikes on the ground.
That's awesome.
He's like, ah, spike's bad. Yeah, there was just enough juice in that double jump to get across those spikes. I can't get there either. Some of this crap is out of reach even for double jump. I can't remember. Did you say whether or not you played the prequel?
The 8-bit one?
Yeah.
A little bit. I beat the casino boss, but that's as far as I've gotten.
Yeah, the boss you kill here to get the double jump looks a lot like the boss that is in the pirate ship. And it's frustrating because it looks like I can almost get up there, but I can't, even with the double jump. I must need to get... I'm positive that having the Jeeble in your team is something that's going to happen eventually, because some of this looks like you could only do if you double jump. I mean, turn into a bat. Son of a gun. They're going to force me to backtrack again. Thunder elemental. I don't remember seeing that before when I was here. So now this is going to be a lot of backtracking while I try to figure out where I couldn't get to before.
Now, yeah. Well, you know what? Go back to the very beginning, because you've got the ship. You've got places on the ship you couldn't get.
Yeah, true.
Take the teleporter back to the very beginning, start at the very beginning of the maps, and work your way back forward.
Probably not a terrible idea. Yeah, I found a chest in the library I couldn't reach before.
and the fairy sits on your shoulder when you sit down at the same couch.
I don't think I used the furry that long.
Go in AFK for a second, you're back.
Okay. What the? 40% drop frames. What the hell happened? That was close. Being poisoned shit sucks.
Remember the pregnant Siamese that adopted us?
Ah, crap.
Don't die.
Pregnancy, I mean, yes. How's that
Back
turn
in
out?
November. I had to bring her back inside and give her some dinner.
So using a waystone returns you immediately to your little clan.
To your what?
Your little, your group. The keep, whatever you want to call it.
The headquarters.
So having one of those in your, inventory for an emergency escape is not a bad plan.
That's good to know.
Because there's like a freaking infestation of poisonous frogs on that clock tower farther up it, and I got to the point where I was dying from poison, so I just ran back.
I hate poison.
It's actually, I think it might actually even be worse than being cursed.
Have you learned anything?
Here's what I've turned up on the monsters.
She has 2
Help
quests.
Dario the chimney sweep rest in peace. Kill those murderers dead.
The chimney
Got any
sweep.
targets for?
Is she friends with
Here's what
everyone
I've
in this
turned
entire
up on
freaking
the
town?
monster. Help
Or
pass
she
the
just really
traitor,
wanting me to kill
rest in
monsters for her?
peace. Kill those murderers dead.
She
Got
gets
any targets
around,
for
if
me?
you know what I
Here's
mean.
what I've turned up on the monsters.
Avenge Lindsay's cousin's friend, Martha.
Help my cousins kill those murderers dead.
Pretty soon it's gonna be, and that one kid I saw one time. Not sure what his name was, but I'm pretty sure he's dead too. What is she
How
looking
are
for?
you?
I forgot. A Rava Baral. I don't even know what that is. I thought I'm saying it wrong though.
Probably. But hey, nothing wrong with that.
It looks like it might be a weapon. Oh, I got a new helmet. Yeah, it's gotta be. Ooh, a crow mask. Is that like a plague doctor mask? It looks like. It does look like a plague doctor mask. And I got some kind of helmet. I would be wearing that if I wasn't going for luck. Have you been to the clock tower yet?
No, not yet. Still kind of making my way over that way.
I thought it was a really cool area. Just the way, like the perspective shifted as you walk around it.
Bridge of Evil.
Even with the double jump, I can't get to that room.
Bunny girl.
Yeah, even with the double jump, I can't reach that room. I'm really surprised that there's a spot all the way in the starting area they're going to make me wait even longer to get into.
Probably gonna need the rocket boots. Or whatever it was that Alucard had.
Or the screw attack.
Hmm.
I was letting a angry video game nerd playlist just play in the background when I was at work the other day. You know, just as background noise. And actually, I don't think it was. I don't think it was just the angry video game nerd. I think it's like the whole channel. You know how like a Monday morning he says that thing with his friend Mike, they just play some game together and talk about it and everything.
Yeah.
It's kind of more laid back than the nerd episodes. But they were playing Metroid, and I have not played Metroid like in forever, probably since the 80s. But like as soon as the music started, I was like, oh my god.
That's recognizable music.
I played that game so freaking much when it first came out. It was maybe the second or third game that I ever had for the Nintendo. Because I like mowed lawns for a summer and got the Nintendo. I didn't get the one with Robbie the Robot because I couldn't afford it, but I got the one that had Duck Hunt and the gun and all that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one I got was the one that included World Class Track Meet.
Yeah, I didn't get that one. Now, if I remember, the first game I actually bought myself was Kung Fu. And then someone my dad was friends with, I was visiting them, and their kid like has some games he didn't want, so I don't remember if I bought him off him or traded him for something else, but I got Metroid and Excitebike off of him.
Did you ever play RC Pro-Am?
Yeah, not like in a very long time, but
as a kid, it was difficult for me to when the car was driving from the top of the screen to the bottom of the screen, it was difficult for me to swap left and right in my car.
oh yeah, because it wasn't relative to the screen; it was relative to your movement. I don't think I can't get up there. I'm really frustrated. I went all the way back to the starting area with the double jump, and it's like I'm on the second or third spot I can't get to. Yeah. I had a friend that had RC Pro-Am. I remember I played it a few times, but I don't remember playing all that much.
Who goes there? Is that a Steven? No, we're Kong.
I think I have to adjust his volume in the chat because I can barely hear him.
Yeah.
I'm still dropping like every 30 seconds or so. I'm dropping like a big chunk of my frames. I don't know why. It's going between like 25 and 40%, which is pretty significant.
Yeah, I had Ong down at 34%, so I gotta raise him up some. Gonna get any stock tips tonight, Ong?
Any stock tips tonight? Oh, right. That was a thing.
Yeah, that was a thing.
No, not right now. My dad's not home yet, so.
Alright. See if that helps anything. Oops.
Oh, I can transform into a bunny now.
You what?
I got the shard from the bunny succubus.
Oh, I didn't get that. I got an achievement unlocked called Demon Hunter.
It looks like I got some gear called Lily's Ears.
I know the bunny girl you're talking about. I didn't get anything off of her, and I killed a few of those.
So the stuff that they drop, is that like the craft stuff?
Yeah, a lot of it is.
Or some drop weapons or gear.
Other gear.
Okay, so it's like an RPG with some loot. Very Diablo-esque.
That kind of.
Kinda. Now, one thing I will say that I've noticed is when it comes to, there's like one NPC in here who wants you to bring her food, so you have to make some food and grab that. And I've gotten to the point where I'm going to start, like, it makes me think of, like, World of Warcraft. If I have to make bags or something, you know, I need a certain number of bolts of this type of cloth, but to make this type of mold, you have to have bolts from a different mold, and plus this one's dust. You know, kind of work my way backwards and find out exactly how much I need of the base materials in order to make one of whatever I want to make.
Right.
Who's the little look guy in your YouTube UI?
That is Simon Belmont from Castlevania 1.
Oh, okay. You in a boat now?
Yeah.
I'm on a boat.
So how does the boat play into the whole Castlevania thing?
This well, when the game starts, it's like the boat she's riding on to get to her mission or whatever.
So I guess in a way,
coming back as a haunted ship?
Yeah, it got attacked by demons on the trip over.
As they do.
I guess you could kind of say it fills the same purpose as the coach that Alucard was riding at a breakneck pace to get into Castlevania.
Oh, okay.
Wish they ripped that off of Rondo of Blood, because Richter actually charges toward the castle in a horse-driven carriage and gets attacked by death on the way there.
Well, I guess in a way, this is Symphony of the Night kind of is a direct sequel to Rondo of Blood, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because it starts off with the very end of when you're playing as Richter.
Yeah, that is like the last level of a Rondo of Blood, except you don't have to fight the second form for Dracula. Well, no, yeah, you do. It's just like really super easy. When you play Rondo of Blood, what?
That's two Castlevania games then that take place like right back to back. Castlevania 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And then Rondo of Blood and Symphony of the Night. Long dropped.
Did he? Yeah, because Symphony of the Night took place only a couple of years after, what was it, like 7 or 8 years? I'm trying to remember, because I think Maria is like 12 or 13 in Rondo of Blood, and she's like 18 or 19, so I think it's like 5 or 6 years difference between the two games.
You know, I think it actually does say somewhere in...
It probably does. I don't remember, though. But, that one's unusual, because the mythos up to that point was that, like, Dracula's castle will come back every 100 years. Like you said, in Castlevania 2, that was an exception, because Simon brought him back himself to try to kill him again with the curse he got.
Yeah.
And then, the Wizard Shaft actually is one of the bosses in Rondo of Blood. You face him, he appears a couple times. So somehow he survives the events of that game. Oh, I gotta make the Make-A-Wish achievement, which, if I had to guess, involves breaking so many candles.
Possible.
But I'm super excited about the fact I've finally played Rondo of Blood, because the Dracula X game that came over to the Super Nintendo was a horribly butchered port of Rondo of Blood, and at one point I was trying to get a modded Turbo Duo, and I was going to try to import a copy of Rondo of Blood, but it got to the point where I think I would have had to spend close to $500 to do it, and I was not going to spend that kind of money just for one game.
Yeah. I got yet another fairy shard. They're dropping like hotcakes for me.
Interesting.
What's my luck at?
Take this!
Maybe 12.
Take this! Take this!
Towers of Twin Dragons. Is that the clock tower?
Probably.
It's very rotating.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, is that a werewolf?
Yeah, there's a few of them in that area. Which you probably need that for one of your
Quests, yeah.
yeah, quests. So there's a spot where you can easily farm them.
Well, I mean, I could just go back to where the door opened up and...
Yeah. What is that? Do I want to go down underwater or up?
Can you swim?
I can't, but I can double jump higher, so I might be able to get out of the water to the other side of that cavern.
Yeah.
Take this!
Ooh, I got cheese. I don't think I'm gonna eat cheese a giant rat drop, but
Could be good. Never know until you try.
I'll pass. I'm okay not knowing.
Okay, so that platform goes away after you stand on it.
There we go. I actually can jump far enough. Ow. But that's not gonna help me much because you gotta die. The sword's actually making it harder on me because it's pushing farther into the water where I can't reach it. That looks like it's a switch, and I can't reach that either. Wait, maybe the giant hand. Big B's failed me.
Air up, air 4.
Yeah, I bought. As a matter of fact, it is right here. I bought a copy of the Castlevania X Chronicles for the PSP because I really wanted to play Rondo of Blood, but I never got around to buying a PSP to play it with. Because I was at a Toys R Us and there's like one copy left. It was on clearance like for $8 or $9, and I was like, I'll kick myself if I eventually get a PSP and can't find this game because it's, you know, people snatch them up and won't sell them. Because I've gone through that before with some RPGs. So after all these years, I just played Rondo of Blood a few months ago when they put it out on the PS4 with that dual pack with Symphony of the Night, the HD remasters. Which I still need to. Man, I'm back at 39% drop frames again. I still need to play the HD remaster of Symphony of the Night. I'm kind of saving it until after I finish the anniversary collection because, you know, it's like the dessert. You know, I know you enjoyed Castlevania 2 a lot, but I'm like trying to force myself to play it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I've started and stopped it a few times, and I'll go mess around in like Castlevania Bloodlines or beat Castlevania 3 again, then come back, play it for a little bit, then switch games again. I don't know, I just had I guess I just had a weird relationship with that game, because the one time I did beat it, like, I borrowed it from a friend, and I remember I was playing a little bit here, a little bit there, trying to finish it, and then he's like, you know, I want it back, I didn't beat it yet, so I spent like, I don't know, a few days, like a week, playing it non-stop till I had it beat, and I don't know. It was really different than the other games that were out at the time, as far as Castlevania went. Well, I mean, I guess compared to the first one, because that's all it was out. Even with the double jump, I can't get up here either. I am amazed at how many places that I cannot get to with the double jump.
Is there a triple jump?
There's got to be some other kind of jump boost thing going on.
Do any of your weapons have attack frames that basically keep you in the air?
No.
I'm thinking maybe like you can sort of like hybridize a sort of weapon attack and then do a double jump in the middle of some frames or something.
There was stuff like that you could do as like basically glitches in the old 8-bit games.
Right.
And like damage boosting was like essential to some of the speed runs, especially for like the first 3 or 4 games. Ow, damn it. There's a speed run where some dude beats the first Castlevania game in like barely over 11 minutes. It is insane. There are frame perfect exploits that you can do to kill like the giant bat at the first stage. I think the mummy's the third stage. Eeyore and Frankenstein in the fourth stage. Like if an enemy is overlapped with another sprite, and like you do a frame perfect whip while you're also overlapping them, you can kill them in one hit. I didn't even know that was a thing until I started watching speedruns a couple months ago. And they'll damage boost like through floors and all kinds of crazy stuff to do cut time off. And the hardcore guys, like they have it down to a science, so they know exactly like how many hearts they need to kill the boss, and they make sure that's exactly how many they have when they get to the boss. So there's no frames wasted counting down, you know, your hearts and time and stuff like that.
Wow.
Like they shave every nanosecond possible off of their time. And like the guy that has that record was still bitching when he saw the world record because there was some fraction of a second he had lost on a different level. So at some point someone could go back with an absolutely perfect run and beat him by a fraction of a second. There's a dude that beat Symphony of the Night with Richter in like just over 5 minutes. He actually completed the game faster than the previous tool-assisted speedrun had theorized was even possible. But Symphony of the Night is massively stripped down if you're playing as Richter, because all you really have to do is go kill Dracula. And all of his weird attack and movement buffs are in place as soon as the game starts. So he'll just do a super jump. And like his dash attack just endlessly through the game.
Okay, so what we were theorizing before about the techniques, you're absolutely right. They don't stay in your inventory, in your book, until you actually do them.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, because by the time I realized that, I had passed up so many of them.
Well, there's also a bunch of them that I just didn't have the item for to be able to do it.
Right.
That's kind of lame.
Yeah, I had spent all the time assuming that it was just going to, you know, go into my archive and I could look at it whenever I wanted to. Where am I even going? I forgot. There's a bunch of spots up here I couldn't get to before. Maybe I can't get to them now. Who knows? Kind of underwhelmed by the usefulness of the double jump, to be honest. Because a lot of spots I thought I'd be able to get into, I haven't been able to.
I guess since everybody uses double jump nowadays, it's kind of lost its luster.
Apparently. I'm defying the laws of physics. Oh, you too? I've been doing it for years. I don't think I can make up there. I thought I'd be able to jump down and head right back up again, but... in retrospect, I don't think I actually can. No, I can't. Son of a bitch. It's starting to feel like a Resident Evil game with all the backtracking. Did you ever play a Resident Evil Code Veronica?
No.
That one had the potential to be the best game in the entire series. But, the story got kind of stupid right toward the end, which always bugged me because it had a lot going for it up to that point. As far as level design goes and minimizing the amount of backtracking you had to do, it was probably the best of the original generation of Resident Evil games. Okay, pro tip, don't fall down there. She don't go back up again. Ow! That's what I get for checking my chat. Really?
I'd like some of that sunshine.
Yeah, we've had a lot of clouds and rain lately.
It has poured over here almost every day this week.
Yup, same. Some sort of big storm system. Pretty much across the Midwest to the east, northeast.
Like, I almost rode my motorcycle to work yesterday because, like, it wasn't supposed to rain until like later in the evening, and I just at the last minute decided not to, and I'm glad I didn't because on the drive home, like halfway home, it was a torrential downpour. Like I could. Oh, a ghost. Ghost shirt. I could not even see like the road with the wipers on full.
Wow, one of those rains.
I have actually been on my bike for a storm like that, and it's not something I ever want to do again by choice.
Yeah, I think my dad had stories about that with trying to ride in the rain. Rain hitting your face and all that.
Now, once you get rained on, is actually not as bad as you would think. Unless it is a torrential downpour. I think I think the anticipation and being partially wet is worse than actually being, you know, like, soaked.
But there's also the impact of the rain on your face if you're not wearing a full mask.
Yeah. I always had a windshield. But you're right, because like even on bare hands, it feels like you're getting hit with a chunk of hail or something. It stings. I knew which pain you were talking about as soon as you were saying, "Oh my god."
You know what?
I knew which pain you were talking about. The one that has like half the skin stripped off and
Oh yeah.
the one eyeball moving around.
Yeah, that's a heck of a pain.
Oh, I just can't get up there either. What's up with that? Worst double jump ever.
Yeah, at least you've got double jump. I'm still trying to figure out how to get through some of these tough to jump places in the clock tower, where I have very low clearance.
Yeah, there is the one spot I thought for sure I could actually get through if I timed the jump right. I kept on whacking my head and flying. Eventually, I just gave up. Okay, all that helped me do was map out that one chunk. Couldn't even actually get up there. Freaking game. Well, I did want to come back up here, though, because there was a chair I wanted to sit in. Where the hell was that? Yeah, well. Oh, I know what spot I want to get to. There was that one cavern with the jumping chair. That
Oh yeah.
Jumping chair.
Yeah.
There's a jumping chair.
Whoa, he shoots lightning. How did I miss him? Yeah, I was up here before. Oh, it's the barber dude. I know where I am.
I put a marker on the map where he's at so I can find it more easily.
He has mastered a new hairstyle. It's a pretty butch hairstyle.
Oh, come on.
What?
I'm watching soccer.
Oh. Who's playing?
That was a nice header. Japan versus Uruguay.
Oh, how's Japan doing this year? I haven't been following it.
They're 2-2 up on Uruguay, so that's pretty good. They have a lot of new debutantes on the team, though, and the goalie still sucks.
Is Uruguay normally a high quality team?
Yeah, they're pretty decent. They're like mid-tier. Like they rank like top 20 in the world.
Those demon cats are ridiculous.
Yeah. models are actually very well crafted.
So is the chain chomp puppy dog head.
Yes, which I actually really friggin' hate. That thing's hard to kill.
It pissed me off because I thought it was actually chained to something, but the chain isn't attached, so it's free to go anywhere it wants to. These plates have got to be something important later in the game, but like
the silver glowing ones.
yeah. So this is another room I can't do anything with, even with the double jump. I have to admit to being a little disappointed. I apparently had higher expectations for the double jump than it could deliver. I can kill the cursed lady in 3 shots now, so that's handy.
Oh, that's very good. What level are you?
Good question. I know my true arrow is maxed out. It can get to rank 6. I have a rank 6 grade 5 true arrow.
No, your character level.
My character level is 24.
Okay. So you're 5 levels up from me.
Although, unfortunately, the level has almost nothing to do with your damage. Is all. I don't think leveling raises your stats, does it?
I don't know.
Oh shit! Look at this corridor on my my map.
Hold on.
Or not my map, but on my screens.
I had Discord up. Oh, the spiky thing?
Yeah, isn't that ridiculous?
Maybe there's a spike buster armor. Because there was one of those late in the game in
Oh yeah, that's right.
Symphony of the Night.
You could run across the spikes and just like tear them out of the ground. Yeah, there's only like a couple places where you really kind of needed that. Well,
I think there's only one place I can remember where it was absolutely necessary.
Alright, well. I explored a lot and got very little out of it. What did I boost my... my map completion percentage is up to 32.3. So I only got like 2 1/3% unlocked after getting the double jump. Seems a little underwhelming. Okay, if I go straight across and up, it's a teleport room. And then go there, I think. One of the things that's interesting about this map is like there was a symmetry even before you've on the inverted castle. There was kind of a symmetry to the way Castlevania was laid out in Symphony of the Night. This seems very random.
close to the double jump boss.
Yeah, I already understood their attack pattern pretty well from having played the first one. They didn't change it up a whole lot. As a matter of fact, I think it was harder in the first one, but because they had more room to maneuver and fly around. I think they're actually kind of at a disadvantage for where they're located, because it's kind of a narrow area. I mean, it's tall, but it's narrow, so you can corner them and smack them around a little bit easier. All right. Okay, I might be able to get up there. Either way, I want to try to save it before I head down into that underground area.
Oh, for crying out loud.
What happened?
Really? Is that... Oh! Okay. There's a couple of spots where there was like some glowing brick or plate on the floor.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure out how to get through there. That's one of those where you just gotta hold your arm out towards it to do something, I bet.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that until just now on my way towards the boss here. There was that bookshelf that said, "Hey dummy, wave your hand at this thing to make it go away." And I realized the color was the exact same thing. Bloody hell.
So you were saying if you play the piano with the fairy, you get an achievement?
Yeah. Let the whole song play out.
Cinder and blight veil the air, bring
Huh.
the night.
I may go back there with the Japanese audio turned on just to hear how the song sounds in Japanese.
Sweet
You weeb.
repose
Yeah, and
the hours fly, years go by. Then the morning comes,
Oh my God.
shadowed by the moon.
I hope this thing actually.
The angels for whom you speak cry for
Oh, Steve's in the chat. I'm not sure how long he's been there.
all of us, shards of hope.
He said a bad word, so his message is held for review.
naughty, naughty Steve.
Rise, our champion, now
Yeah, I let that song play out the first time I found it, but I didn't have the fairy equipped, so I didn't get an achievement. And I remember thinking at the time, like, that seems like kind of a thing to be an achievement. How do I show timestamps? Oh, Steve made a comment like 15 minutes ago. Sorry,
Way
man.
to pay attention.
Yeah, yeah, like every 2 to 3 minutes, I'm dropping anywhere between like 35 to 45% of my frames. This is probably not going to even archive once I finish this stream. It might grab like the first 10 minutes, and the rest of it's probably
Shite.
The rest of it's probably gonna be crap.
I'm watching your YouTube and it's just basically, it'll frame and freeze every few seconds. It's that bad.
You know, I'm just gonna stop it and restart it. Wow, starting out strong. It's like 60-something% drop frames. What the hell is going on?